All right, this is 6th grade Excel, lesson 64, determining numbers that are multiples of one number and factors of another. What numbers are multiples of 4 and factors of 32? This is basically taking two different ideas that you've already learned how to do, which is finding multiples and factors and putting them both together into one lesson. And so, factors are the numbers that you can divide evenly into a number. So the factors of 32, as you can see here, are 1 and 32, 2 and 16, because 1 times 32 is 32, 2 times 16 is 32, 4 and 8, because 4 times 8 is 32. Multiples are numbers that we use when we skip count, and so you've got the multiples of 4 here as 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, basically like what we do in the Psalms. So the only numbers that are the same, common in both sets, are 4. You have a 4 here and a 4 here, and 8 is in both lists, 16 is in both lists, and 32 both lists. And so your answer is 4, 18, 16, and 32. All right, let's try one together here. Make my pan a little bit smaller. All right. What numbers are multiples of 5 and factors of 30? First we list the multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then the factors of 30. And remember, I like you to write them like this. The pairs kind of spread apart, working our way towards the middle. I'm going to find it easier to solve these problems, especially because the numbers are going to be lined up in order for you. 30 is an even number, so we know we can divide it by 2. 2 times 15 is 30. 3 can go into 30 10 times. And does 4 go into 30? No. What about 5? Yeah, 5 goes into 30. 5 times 6. And now we find the numbers that are the same in both sets. There's a 5 in both. There is a 10. There's a 15. And there's a 30. So the answer over here is 5, 10, 15, and 30. All right, why don't you go ahead and try numbers 2 and 3, pause the video, and then turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. The multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Notice I stop at 18. Because I know when I do the factors of 18, the highest number I'm going to get is 18. There's no reason to go any higher than that. 1 and 18. 18 is even, so you can divide it by 2. 2 and 9. Does 3 go into 18? Sure does. 3 times 6. The only numbers left to check are 4 and 5. Neither one of those go into 18. So at this point we just pick the numbers that are common to both sets, or the intersection. 2's in both sets. 6 is in both sets, and 18 is in both sets. So you have 2, 6, and 18. All right, the answer to number 3, multiples of 8, 8 and 16, 8 and 16, 24, 32, 40, and 48. There's your multiples of 8. Factors, there's 48. There are a lot of factors of 48, so I'm going to spread this out real wide here. 48's even, so 2 times something is 48. Just split 48 in half and you get 24. Now does 3 go into 48? I bet many of you did not pick 3 as a factor of 48, but you have to actually figure out if 48 can be divided by 3 evenly. So did you do this? You should have. 3 goes into 4 one time, and that's a remainder of 1. Bring down the 8. 3 goes into 18 6 times. So 3 times 16 is 48. Now, how about 4? Does 4 go into 18? Sure does. If you know your 12s, you know that 4 times 12 is 18. Does 5 go into 48? 3 times 12 is 48. Does 4 go into 5 go into 48? Nah, doesn't go into 48. How about 6? Oh yeah, 6 times 8 is 48. And 7 is the only number left to check. 7 doesn't go into 48 evenly. Now we're looking for the numbers that are in both sets, the intersection, 8 and 16, 24 is in both, and last 48. So your answer is 8, 16, 24, and 48. All right, go ahead and try these last two, numbers 4 and 5. Pause the video until you're ready to see the answer. Multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36. Factors of 36, 1 and 36. 36 is even, so 2 times 18 is 36. 3 goes into 36 12 times. 4 times 9 is 36. 5 times 5, no, 5, 6. 6 goes into 36. Goes in 6 times 6 itself. Remember, when you're listing the factors, you don't need to write the factors twice in the list. Just because 6 times 6 is 36 doesn't mean we write 2 6s. All right, the numbers that are the intersection here, we have a 9, we have an 18, and we have 36. And the last problem, multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and go down to here, 45, 50. Factors of 50, 1 and 50. 50 is even, so it goes, you can divide by 2. 2 times 25. 3 does not go into 50. 4 does not go into 50, but 5 goes into 50. 5 times 10, of course, is 50. How about 6? 7? 7 times 7 is 49. 8? No. 9? No. And so we've tried all the numbers between 5 and 10, which means that we're finished finding the factors. The intersection here, we have 5 and 5, 10 and 10, 25 and 25, and finally 50 and 50. So that's your answer, 5, 10, 25, and 50. That's the end of your lesson. Thanks for watching.